Let's get it right to meteorologist Thomas Patrick because we are almost to the weekend. We need some good news on this Thursday. Come on, Thomas.
What kind of good news are you looking for?
I know.
I'm just looking for some warmer weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least we had a bit of sunshine through the early morning hours, even though the cloud cover is starting to overtake most of the area. But temperature-wise, at least it's not as frigid as it has been the last couple mornings. We're already at 40 degrees, but we've actually been stuck now at 40 degrees for the last hour. It doesn't look nearly as sunny as you look at Riverfront Park during the morning hours. But the locations that did get cloud cover through the overnight had their temperatures held up, including in the Tri-Cities where it's still in the 50s. Moses Lake, you're just behind at 49. Same story over Omak, and some of those locations 10-15 degrees warmer than it was at this point yesterday. So that's the good news, but there's that cloud cover that is going to stay with us all day long today. In fact, there are a few very light rain showers across central and southern Washington already this morning, and this might be the case throughout the day, is that we might get hit with a quick sprinkle before the main event of that cold front does arrive later on tonight. I think between 5, 6, or 7 o'clock into the evening, we will start to see the rain really pick up across the Spokane area. So we're tracking how long this batch of rain is going to last, one of several that we see in our immediate forecast between now and the end of the weekend. So we have all that we'll cover in my full forecast.
Well, a heads up for drivers for the next 2 months. One lane of I-90 between the Washington State line and Sherman Avenue in Coeur d'Alene will be closed overnight. These nightly closures are from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. and will alternate between the eastbound and westbound lanes. During the closures, crews will be collecting data for a study on widening the interstate.
The Spokane County Board of Commissioners and a local nonprofit are bringing a Western Washington homeless solution to Eastern Washington. KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez live this morning with more on the new project. Good morning, Nicole. Tell us a little bit more about this program and how they think it could help.
Tim, good morning. So it's called the Homeward Bound Project, and Volunteers of America here in Spokane is actually helping launch this new program. So the crux of the new program is basically Volunteers of America will give money to people experiencing homelessness to connect them with transportation to get them to a place that's closer to family or caretakers. So the Spokane County Board of Commissioners is giving Volunteers of America $20,000 to kickstart a local version of this project. They will help use the money to connect people closer to services or family outside of Spokane County. The commissioner saw how the project worked over in Western Washington and decided to bring it over here. Volunteers of America says that the cost of moving can limit a person's potential to get out of homelessness.
It can be a couple $100 to $1,000 when you think about a rental deposit. Some people need a utility deposit, and then that transportation cost to get them set up in a new town, and then things to make your apartment successful for you so you can make it a home. So it adds up very quickly.
So Volunteers of America will verify family and caretakers in the new city before giving that money for transportation. According to the city's 2019 point-in-time count of homelessness, 32% of people reported their last permanent home was outside of Spokane County. In the pilot year of the program, VOA plans to help at least 25 people. The project is completely voluntary, so no one will be forced to leave. If the program is successful, the commissioner says there is a potential to increase the budget for next year. Volunteers of America is planning on getting this program up and running in the next few weeks. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
A bill aimed at protecting abortion rights nationwide failed in the U.S. Senate.
Democrats pushed for the vote but knew it would most likely fail in the Senate. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin from West Virginia joined all 50 Republicans opposing the Women's Health Protection Act.
The majority of the American people believe in defending a woman's right, her choice to decide what happens to her own body. And this vote clearly suggests that the Senate is not where the majority of Americans are on this issue.
The vote follows a leaked draft opinion from the U.S. Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade. The bill would have formally written the landmark 1973 abortion ruling into law and outlawed some restrictions on abortions that are currently allowed by the court. Republicans insist the bill was an overreach. Today at the Supreme Court, justices will gather for the first scheduled meeting since the leak of the draft.
The Spokane Police Department's downtown precinct is finding success with emphasis patrols and preventing car break-ins. Now, this is according to new data released by the department. In one particular instance, SPD's neighborhood resource officers increased their presence around First Avenue and Jefferson Street. Calls for service in the area dropped from 93 to 57 in just 2 weeks. Vehicle prowling reports went from 18 down to 3. Now, SPD is also offering a free program called Crime Prevention through Environmental Design.
If a property owner takes us up on SEPTAD and they're willing to implement even some of the recommendations, we typically see a positive impact.
So this is a free program where officers recommend changes to your property that could help reduce crime, like changing your landscaping, adding additional lighting, or even adding cameras.
It's time now for your morning rush. More news in less time. The Spokane School Board approved 2 new mascots for the city's newest middle schools. Flett Middle School will now be the Flett Riverhawks, and the Yasuhara Middle School will now be the Yasuhara Phoenixes. Both mascots connect to the school's neighborhoods. 3 Spokane marijuana dispensaries may owe their employees as much as $300,000. That's according to a new complaint filed with the Washington Department of Labor and Industries and the State Attorney General's office. The complaint alleges that workers at 3 Lovely Bud stores only received overtime pay if they worked more than 40 hours a week at one of the shop's locations. Well, a new report shows tourism is up by 32% from last year in North Idaho, as reported by our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press. A big driver for tourism is Silverwood Theme Park. Ticket sales are up 63% from pre-COVID 2019 numbers. Silverwood's director of marketing says 75% of their visitors are from out of town. This Saturday, the National Association of Letter Carriers and the Second Harvest are joining forces for the annual Stamp Out Hunger food drive. So here's how you can help. Check your mailbox for a grocery bag, and then all you have to do is put your food donations in the bag and then leave it on your mailbox step before 8 a.m. this Saturday. And 2 more big music acts are coming to Spokane. The Smashing Pumpkins and Jane's Addiction will be headed to the Spokane Arena on November 9th. The performance is a part of their 32-date Spirit on Fire tour. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. And that's a look at your morning rush.
For Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Month, CRIM 2 is continuing our Let's Talk series by inviting people in our community to share their experiences of living in the Inland Northwest. And up next on Up with CRIM, we'll hear from classic pianist and community member Lynn U. Evers. Let's listen, learn, and engage.
I hope everyone can get along with each other. I think to me is once you understand the culture and you don't see it as a different race or an ethnicity, and to learn about them, to understand about them, I think that will help a lot. This is what I want to see.